Good afternoon where you are. Good day, as mates in Australia like to say. So this actually, we just found out is our last day in this beautiful place that we get to stay when our friends are out of town. They are currently in Mexico. And we just got issued with the level 4 travel advisory, which gets your butt back home or be locked out indefinitely. So they're coming back, and so we are moving today. And as we're here for a couple of months, we move everything in. So it's going to be a day of moving out and cleaning and getting ready. So that's what we're up to. If you're here, say hi. Got my glasses, so I'll be able to see who's here. Adi Sundri, Sat Nam, Julie Kubiak, Sat Nam. We've got Canada here. We've got England here. Who else is here? Loving this group. How are you doing? All of California is on lockdown. Karen, Sat Nam, nice to see you, sweetheart. So we have 40 million Californians on shelter in place, except for essential workers. Yesterday, Charlotte on Sat Nam, Charlotte from Oregon. Nice to have you here, Charlotte. Alessandra's locked down as well. Rainbow Spirits here, Sat Nam. Who's on lockdown? Let us know. Laurie Dreskin, Sat Nam. Some of you all met the other day on the webinar. That's really nice. Now you've seen each other. So yesterday when we got to work, we got a piece of paper given to each of us from our employer to give to the police when we're stopped for driving our car, to say that we're essential workers. Charlotte Satnam, you're locked down there. Karen, yes, they can get groceries. Yes, the Brits will, I'm pretty certain, will go the same way as us. They're not taking it seriously. So for those of you who don't know, so we are not on full lockdown. We are on shelter in place with a whole new dictionary of terms that we're all coming to understand, right? Social distancing. So shelter in place means that other than for essential workers, nobody's working except from home. But there's malls are closed, cinemas are closed. I'm at the Barnes, no owners allowed in the Barnes, only staff. But almost everything's shut down. Yeah, that's the same here. Restaurants are allowed to be open for takeout only. Bars are not allowed to be open. So far, travel is not being restricted. I just saw this morning that France is yesterday at what is considered an essential store, right? And people were not buying essentials. People were buying shit. Like people were just in there. I'm going to stay crazy and I need to get out the house. Stay in your goddamn fucking house, people. Like seriously. And let me tell you something. If your cashier or whoever you go to in the store isn't quite as smiley and helpful as usual, it's because they're fucking terrified. How do I know this? Because I was yesterday. I can't believe the amount of tension and anxiety I had trying to get people to go over there where the cross is and stand 6 feet away from me. Oh, so yeah, you see, we got shelter in place since 2 days ago from the governor. And you know, the fact that people are out, sure, if you need your essentials, go out. But for now, please stay home. We are minimum wage workers on the front line. That is your cashier. So be nice to them, thank them. Don't tell them that they should be grateful they have a job, because it's very challenging going to a job where basically the rest of the world pretty much is being told to stay at home, but it's okay for you to go and work and be in all of that. You know, I had a lady complaining about trying to work from home on a laptop. And I said, well, I would love to be working from home on my laptop right now. And she said, well, you know, you should be careful what you wish for because it comes with a mother-in-law and my husband and the kids. And I was like, yeah, but at least you're not exposing yourself all day long for 8.5 hours. She took my point, right? Stuff's happening, you know, and to get that letter, for those of you who just joined, we got a letter because all the big automakers that, yeah, to give to the police for when we are stopped, to say that we are essential workers and we are on our way to work. So it may not be that long before people aren't allowed to drive, right? But I still know people who are going out to meet friends, and the idea of this social distancing is that we try not to keep contaminating one another, right? We don't know who's got it. Let's all just get out of our heads that this is nothing worse than flu. Half the world is fucking shut down, and Italy's just dying at a crazy rate, and as much as they said in the beginning, I'm sorry, Laurie. I guess the internet's probably really busy right now. Laurie's saying that we're freezing up at times. Maybe we'll have better internet when we go back to our house. It's not terribly good here. I forgot what I was saying, but it doesn't really matter. I went out this morning to the store, lining up at 7:30, 6 feet apart from one another outside Sprouts. Sprouts people are really nice, really interesting. Different stores have different kinds of customers. Like our customers, I'm not mentioning where we work, but our one of them, then they don't want to, they get really pissed off. And yet around the corner is Costco, and people will line up all the way around the parking lot. People, humans, not their cars. So I was at Sprouts this morning, and social distancing, but human connecting. Sorry, Julie, can't really do anything about it, Wi-Fi. Sorry, I hope that it picks up, and I hope that it's okay for the replay. I've got my headset in, I'm doing everything I can. Yeah, so the person in front of me turned around and said good morning. The person behind me said, I turned around to them and said hello. I must have had interactions with 10 different people today. So how can we, we're socially distancing, but how can that actually bring us closer together, right? Maybe you're on this call here right now, and you might not have been before. So how can we start to, we've got to live with this, and we've got to go through it. So how can we start to make a new world order? How can we start to be a part of that new world order? This is where I think we're coming to now. Like this shit's here, and it ain't going away tomorrow, right? So emerging from this is something. Thank you, Charlotte. The internet is very busy. Thank you. I appreciate that. How can we be a part of that going forward? How can we be positive in this? And I'm not saying that we just pretend it's not happening, but we've got to do something. And so I felt like my human connection today at the supermarket was it was amazing. And I got eggs, and I got flour. This is a new world order where you can go out and you get eggs and flour, and you feel. Oh, and I got some recycled toilet paper for my friend who's coming home from Mexico today. Who's coming back to this house. Say a prayer for them. They're very anxious about flying. But yeah, having those interactions with people and one of them was with a woman at self-checkout in Albertsons, where I managed to get my flour last on the shelf. This older lady was bitching out the guy who's working there. You have no right, if you are in a store, anywhere right now, to bitch anyone out for anything. Because let me tell you, shit can get a lot more real than this. Leave the people alone in the store. They so wish they were not there. Yes, they need the money, we need the money, but they wish they weren't there. Thank them for everything, even the long lines, even the lack of anything. Just thank them. Okay, I get off my rant because I'm like, oh gosh, I had some really horrible people yesterday. My little heart was like this. Thank goodness for my meditation and for breathing. Talking of which, we can get to today's meditation. So I've got a nice meditation for you today. This one is the 8-stroke breath for energy and to release stress. Sandri. And so what I like about these, that's called segmented pranayama, right? Segmented breath. Pranayama sounds fancy, just means working with your breath, right? Prana, breath, energy. Taking prana in, apana coming out. New life force comes in, all the other shit we no longer need. Let go. Let go, and let go with grace. Let go with prayers. Let go with blessings, right? Yeah, you see, Rainbow Spirits has met some lovely souls yesterday at the store. Because we now, instead of looking around and being different to one another, we've all got something in common. This is everybody, all over the world. right? So it's not even isolated to one country. This is everywhere. Yes, Laura's saying they started separate hours for seniors. They did that here as well, and it's 6 a.m. Some of our seniors are not terribly happy about that. Mads, lovely woman, big hello from Denmark. Denmark, I so want to come to Denmark. Satnam, I'm so happy that you're joining us. I think this is, you remember after 9/11 that people in New York, they connected? Well, this is magnified because it's everywhere, right? We're all at different stages, right? So Italy's like way ahead of us. We're 2 weeks behind them, they say. I reckon the UK is a couple of weeks behind them. Hey, Kitch, Lone Alaskan checking in. This is so cool. We've got Alaska, we got England, we got Denmark, we've got Canada, we've got the US. Who else we got here? We had India the other day as well. Sometimes we get Australia, depends. Shots is having a little barky fit right now. So where was I? Keep losing my thread. Oh, can't remember. Doesn't matter. We're going to get to our meditation. It's all scattered, but that's okay because what's scattered can settle if we give it a little bit of time, right? So anytime we're feeling scattered, we just pause and settle. Okay. So as I said, 8-stroke breath for energy and stress release. And one of the reasons I really love this is number one, it lengthens your breath, right? So we've talked about oh, Charlotte, sorry, Charlotte's got bad lungs, can't go to the store. And, you know, so really good to know and to take care of yourself, right? I've got to have a drink of water. Seem to have forgotten that as well. Feeling the love with you, Steve, worldwide. Oh, bless you. Laurie, love our Laurie. She's in our angel. She's in Get Your Happy Back. Laurie's everywhere. She's wonderful. Met her husband the other day as well on the Zoom. Love him. Oh, Tony. Ooh. I'm in love. Anyway, shall we do our meditation? Super simple. 8-stroke breath. So you're going to inhale in 8 strokes and you're going to exhale in one long, deep breath. And that is through the nose. Now, like I was saying, I like this because it slows down the breath. Anytime we slow down the breath, we're allowing everything to calm down, right? Our nervous system, which is just so overtaxed right now. So anything we can give it. We can do this anywhere, anytime. We can do it for 1 breath. You can do it for 3 breaths, 11 rounds. You can do it for 3 minutes, you can do it for 11 minutes, all right? Up to you. You can do it with your eyes closed, you do it with your eyes open, you do it in the bloody car, you can do it anywhere. And in fact, tomorrow's meditation is coming from the car before I go into work because Samaj is working half an hour earlier than me, so I will drive to the parking lot and do it from there. Tony loves us too. I love Tony. And this is what it's all about, right? Getting to know each other. So, and we'll be having some live webinars. Mads is saying hello to Laurie. We'll have some live webinars next week, so maybe some of you who have been joining the live want to come and join one of the webinars, and you'll get to see people like Laurie, who honestly, like Laurie's like the biggest cheerleader you could ever wish for life. Right? She just is. She's a grandma in Ohio. She's a cancer survivor. She's just. I love you, Laurie. I think you're just freaking amazing, and you're such an example to all of us. Okay, chitty chat done, shall we? I'm going to miss this place, going back to our little spot. So we'll have our meditations from there. I can take these off now. All right, so come seated. Feet on the ground, if you're sitting in a chair like I am. And sit yourself forward so you're actually sitting up and not leaning back. If you're in bed and you need to lean back, that is fine. You just do what you need to do. I don't want to be right up on you here. There we go. Hey, yay for a selfie stick that works. Okay, close your eyes. You can just rest your palms in one another with the thumbs touching. And taking a couple of breaths here just as you settle into your practice. And now, lifting the chest, rolling the shoulders down, tucking the chin down and in, making the back of the neck nice and long. Eyes closed, muscles on the face nice and relaxed. And let's begin our breath. We're going to inhale in 8 parts and exhale in 1 part. Go at your own speed or come with me. Keep going. Make sure on that exhale you're squeezing out all the air, just thinking about that being all the stuff you no longer need, all the stuff that served its purpose, sending it back, squeeze it out and making room for all the new life force as you inhale in. If you start to get short of breath around 6, 7, and 8, just shorten your 1 to 6. Just get into a little rhythm. Three more. Last one. Inhale deeply through the nose in one nice long breath. And then roll the shoulders. Oh, yeah. Let's do them the other way. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. And now roll your shoulders as fast as you can. Go, go, go. Let's go. It's okay to laugh. And exhale. Powerful breath. Breathing normally, eyes still closed, staying as still as you possibly can, yet relaxed. Oftentimes we think we're still and we're holding, so relax everything. palms resting in one another, eyes are closed. In my world, this is why we meditate. It's for these moments, following us just sitting down and taking a beat. That was our mantra this morning in the supermarket when the lady was bitching out one of the workers, me and another lady. Take a beat, lady. I think we can all take that with us, right? Today's a day. Let's take a beat. So we start to feel ourselves getting a little ahead of ourselves, a little anxious. Remind ourselves, take a beat. And those around us getting a little anxious, remind them, take a beat, right? In the scheme of things, it's not that bad, right? Just allowing the body to integrate physiological changes that happen when we sit down, work with. Rub the palms of the hands together. Bend the thumbs, bring them in at the sternum. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose, bowing the chin down to that teacher within each and every one of us, the teacher within you. It's time for us to stop looking outside. Most of us aren't even allowed outside. We're on an inside job right now. So let's do it. Let's go inside while we're inside. And we can come back out, well, a whole new inside out, right? We give gratitude and blessings to be able to practice and share these teachings with you through the wonders of technology at a time when gathering has had to have new rules. May the benefit of this teaching be dedicated to all sentient beings. May we all know peace, love, and harmony. May we all be love. May peace be the way. Sat Nam. Yeah. That was our 8-stroke breath for energy and stress release. The more we can be aware of our breaths, the more we can use that when we start to get anxious. Yesterday, Kitch, thank you, sweetheart. Love and peace back to you. I lost my phone temporarily. Thank you, Julie. Glad it was calming for you. And I was a bit, and just knowing, like, take a beat, just taking a moment doesn't make everything better. Very little makes everything better. But we do what we can with what we have when we have it. And if we keep doing that, and if we keep sharing that, then we'll get through this together. So today's action point is going to be, how many people can you thank today? How much love can you be today? Oh, good. Glad, Laurie. So maybe you're not going out, so you might not see people to thank them. I'm going to thank Samaj because he's running around gathering everything that we bring here to live here for 2 months, which is pretty much everything we have. We empty our apartment and bring it here, and then that's right now. But how much love can you be today as well? So I've already bitched him out a couple of times this morning, and he's bitched me out. That happens, right? Even in the best of relationships. Laurie and Tony have been together for many years. So do you guys ever get cross with each other? One imagines that you must, but it's very hard to imagine that you do. But these times will have us like that. So how can we be more love? How can we, and if we can do that, Karen says, hang in there, everyone. I agree. If we can do that, then there'll be more love in the world. And a world with more love can never be a bad thing, right? Oh, I didn't see it at Rainbow Spirit, but I will. And good, thank you for reminding me. Rainbow Spirit saying, sent in a request to join the Feel Better Community Facebook page, which is where I post all the updates for here. Like I told them in there that I was going to be in at 11, not 8:15 today. So if you want to come and join us over there, that is the Feel Better Community over on Facebook. It is a free group. It's got some next level Kundalini classes in there if you want some extra classes that are not here. So new lungs and circulation. Eleanor was asking me for that for her friend. That is in there. The Ultimate Healing Tool, meditation, 11-minute meditation is in there. And Next Level Kundalini classes have no chitty chat at the beginning or the end. We tune in and we just do our class, and it's absolutely beautiful. So come over to the Feel Better Community group Facebook page, and I will approve you. Rainbow Spirit, I'll go over there right now and approve you as soon as we're done. We're going to be back tomorrow from the. You can do these things anywhere, right? And let's do that at, well, a bit of an odd time, but 9:20. Let's say 9:20. So I'll start at 9:20. Okay. So 9:20 tomorrow, because I get to start work at 10. And remember, if you go out to any stores today, the people who are serving you are the heroes, right? Please don't bitch them out. Yes, love. That's it. That's it. Please be kind. Just be kind, because shit can get a lot more real than it already is if it isn't already real enough. Sending you lots of love. I'm going to be starting writing about some of these experiences to say I'm an essential worker. These things are very different, right? Julie, love to you and the girls, and all in the UK. And I love you all so very much. Thank you for joining me. If you're joining via the recording, let us know how it was down below. For all of you that joined us live, thank you so much. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, Rainbow Spirit. Love to you as well. Samaj says hi, and he will be with us, and he'll be joining us when he can. Okay, all right. Love you. Sat now.